Good evening, everyone. Good evening. Welcome to another Forex Talk over beer. So, welcome to the new people. Welcome back to existing followers. So, if it's the first time here, don't forget to subscribe to the channel, activate notification because I rarely go on live at the exact same time every day, except for this show, which is on Thursday night, 6 p.m. Eastern. But I have a busy schedule, so sometimes I do skip those. So, you got to make sure that you activate notification. Also, as you coming in, guys, make sure to elbow drop the like button as you come in, please. It's the best way to get the stream out there and help the most people as possible, right? So it's called Forex Talk it's called Forex Talk over a beer for a reason. God damn, man, I'm losing my English tonight. And the reason is we're gonna have a nice little drink together, guys. So make sure to grab your drink so we can do the official cheers of Forex Talk over beer. So we're gonna do that in just a second. So tonight, what are we gonna do? Whoa, what happened here? Did I lag or what? Okay, so what are we gonna do tonight? We're gonna explain some trades that we took. We're gonna explain some trade ideas for the upcoming days. Plus, I'm gonna talk about a specific subject, which is a common mistake that we all do as trader most of the time. And there's ways, to not do that mistake anymore. I was actually out of that mistake for a while. And this week, I fucked it up. I fucked it up. So, it's part of the game. Sometimes just like, it should happen. Okay, so first thing first, let's crack this little thing up. There we go. And this one is a double IPA, 8%. So hopefully I'm able to finish the show. That's a strong one. Oh, my friend Kerwin just liked the Instagram post. All right. There we go. All right, guys. So we're gonna do the official cheers. So what I suggest, if you have a drink with you, get ready with your camera. We'll do an official cheers. If you do take the picture, send it or post it on Instagram. Tag my name, and I will reshare it. Okay. So in 3, 2, 1, cheers, guys. All right. So if you didn't have time to take the picture, just rewind 1 second, pause it, take the picture. Oh, smells good. That's really good. Okay. So let's go see if we have any comments before we get started. We got George. Hello, brother. Hello, dude. How you doing? It's been a while. Yeah, so last week I was not live because I was in Japan. Actually, I realized that I was over there and I would be able to do the show, but I was so tired, to be honest. Good, and the Wi-Fi wasn't that great. So good evening, Sasha. Good evening, Bilal. Hopefully you're doing good. All right, guys, so let's jump into it. So we're gonna start with actually 80 CAD. No, let's finish with that one. Let's take this one. Yeah, that's the one I'm still holding. So let's discuss that one. That one I'm about to get stopped. But that's okay. Okay, so let's explain that one. So this is GU. Oh shit, I need to put my screen bigger. Sorry, guys. There we go. Should be better now. Is it? Hopefully. The sound is good, right, guys? Just want to confirm. Sound is good. Forex. Oh, let me just reshare that picture that someone just shared. It just happened that I saw the notification, so I'll do it right now. Because I know myself, I will forget. Love it. Thanks, guys. Cheers. Forex GJ. Love it. So is GJ your favorite pair? Let's do it. Cheers. Let's do that. Bam. Cheers. There we go. Share. Okay. Oh, GJ4, George Jacqueline. I got it. I got it, George. Sounds good. Sounds good. Yeah, I think that's what I thought. Okay, that's good. Cool. All right, guys, don't forget to smash the like button as you're coming in, please. I don't ask for a lot. That's the only thing I ask, and that's not for myself. I don't really care, to be honest. If I get 1 like or 2,000 likes, I don't give a shit. The only reason why I'm asking that is because once you hit that like button, it gets suggested to other people, and we can help more people. So that's my only goal with that. All right, so let's get started here. Okay, so we got GU. GU, I've been waiting for GU for quite a while. Okay, so if you look here, we have the time frame here, the weekly time frame. Okay, so if you look, the weekly time frame was bullish, right? So we were from there to there, we created a higher high. Once price went, once as soon as we close under that support, that trend switched bearish. All right, we all agree with that. Perfect. So price went straight down to this level, and we have a pullback. So the only thing that I'm looking at, I mean, not the only thing, one of the thing I'm looking at is for trend continuation, right? So for that, we need a healthy pullback. That pullback was a very healthy pullback inside the weekly golden zone. For people that don't know what it is, let me know in the chat. I can explain it. But in the golden zone at the weekly area of interest, which is also a weekly, not a weekly, but a major QP. Okay. So a lot of confluence here for price starting to reject at this area to eventually continuing down. So was I too early in the trade? We'll see. We'll discover. We'll see now if I get stopped. Am I gonna give that trade a second chance or not? We'll see. I think I saw a comment popping up. Oh, I'm quite shocked that the GBP hasn't dropped as the UK government has announced that we are in a recession. But yeah, George, I mean, I don't live in the UK. I travel a lot though. And I'm pretty sure that everyone around the world knows that we are in a recession. So I think that the market did already absorb that news like way back, So that's probably why it didn't have such a huge impact. But again, I'm not a specialist on fundamentals. I'm really not. I'm mostly focused on technicals. But I guess that's just me, what I think, right? Okay, so now let's move on to the daily time frame. Okay, so the daily time frame, if we look at it, daily time frame went bearish. I mean, and we had the pullback inside the golden zone, ready to pull down, which is also a daily area of interest. Okay, perfect. Okay, so once that's done, you go down to the lower time frame, which is the 4 hour, and you wait for that switch of structure. So basically, actually, no, sorry, the 4 hour was already bearish, so we didn't need any 4 hour switch, okay? Because the 4 hour was already bearish, right? So it went from there to there, and boom, right? So it was already bearish. So the only thing I was waiting is for a pullback, So that was it. We finally had the pullback. We had a nice engulfing candle right here. Now, if you go down to the lower time frame, which is the 1 hour, I sent that screenshot on Discord. I missed that entry. This is the entry I wanted to take at first, but I missed it. So once that one showed up after creating a lower low, a pullback, and a nice engulfing candle, this is actually where I took the entry. Okay, placed up above that structure on H1. Technically, I mean the safest, because technically I wanted to take this based on the 4 hour. So if I do this, technically my stop should have been like above here, but it make no sense. It would be like a super huge stop. So that's why I use the 1 hour. And the reason why is because, anyways, if this price now close above this, that means we're flipping bullish and the trade idea is invalid. So I'm wrong, so whatever. So right now price is like very close to break above and close above, that's why I didn't close yet. I think the 30-minute, no, not even the 30-minute didn't close above yet either. So that's good. So we're still bearish. on H1 and 30-minute, but doesn't really look nice, you know. Not gonna lie. So yeah, I mean, yeah, we'll see. Okay, so here is one of the mistake of actually I should no, I'm gonna wait for that subject. I'm gonna wait for that subject on a mistake that I did on that trade, which is the same mistake I did on AUD CAD, which is the subject I want to talk tonight. Okay. But very, very important you guys pay attention to that because that's a common mistake. It's been a while I didn't do it, and I did it this week. I don't know why. Maybe I think I know why, and I think I'll go maybe not deeper, but explain a little bit why I actually did that mistake. Um, okay, so let's see here if we have any question. How often do you use the H1 structure point for SL? I've had that issue before and passed on trades because stop loss area was too big. The main goal of waiting for the switch of structure on lower time frame, which is the H1 and the 30-minute, is actually to get a smaller stop loss. So I think that's really important. It's like I think most of the time, majority of the time, I will use the H1 structure for my stop loss or 30-minute, and sometimes, rarely, I will use the H4 if the stop makes sense. But I'm trying to get like the lowest stop possible. It depends. Also, if you have a lot of room for your TP, that's fine. Even if you have a 50 pip stop loss and you have room for a 150 pips gain, all right, nothing's wrong with that because you're using percentage base anyways most of the time. So who cares? Cheers. So yeah, hopefully that answered the question. True, but this week they officially announced it. Yeah. But yeah, I think that's why it didn't have such an impact because they did announce it officially, but I think everybody knew, like all investors, banks, just like they already knew. Like if they didn't know by that time, I mean they're fucked. They're screwed. So yeah. Let's see. Hey, yeah. GU on day still looks bearish for me, but need to wait for my strat. Yeah, that's fine. That's actually good. That makes sense. Thank you. All right, cool. All right, let's move on. So we did GU, but we'll come back to it. We'll come back to it for something very specific. AUD USD. This is a trade that I'm waiting to take, but now doesn't really look good. This was the idea. Okay, so for learning purposes, this is the weekly time frame. Okay, so weekly time frame is bearish since like forever. It's been bearish since, god damn, this one's been bearish since, oh yeah, that's the one that Krish loves. August 2022, Krish. He loves when I say that. Actually makes me laugh. It's been bearish forever. Okay. Now, if you look at the daily time frame, though, the daily time frame, yeah, here we go. Cool. So we got the daily time frame finally coming back here to this area. Retesting. We have a nice engulfing candle on the daily time frame, so it was looking nice. Now, the only thing I was waiting for is the pullback on H4. So that was the only thing. We created a lower low. So for our flip bearish, awesome. Now waiting for this pullback, hopefully respecting this major QP to continue down. But shit didn't happen. So now the question is, are we respecting the safety net? So let's verify that right now. So right now we are not respecting the safety net. So I'm not interested in this trade at the moment. That's for sure. The only way I will maybe look again at this. What did I delete it? Oh, here, perfect. The only way I would be interested in this trade now, it's if we're coming back under that major QP, and having a switch of structure on the lower time frame. But for now, I'm going to remove that green label, put it blue. Oops. Put it blue. because I'm not that interested anymore. It's not ready. Okay. It's too bad because it did look super nice, but hey, it's part of the game, man. We don't trade what we think. We don't trade what we want. We trade what we see. Makes sense, right? Hopefully that makes sense. Let's see here. I think I saw a question popping. Yuan, what do you think about HNS forming, head and shoulder forming on the daily on Euro GBP? We'll go check. We'll go take a look. We'll go take a look. I didn't look at Euro GBP today, so we'll go check it out. But yeah, I'm getting crushed in AU now. I took an entry today around 11. Oh, 11. Okay. At 15-minute time frame SOS looks like it was a bad entry. Would you be able to take a look at it, please? Sure. Send me your chart. Yeah, send me your chart and we'll take a look for sure. Just to know exactly where you took it. All right. Meanwhile, so yeah, so I'll be waiting for your chart, and meanwhile, we're gonna take a look at. We did GU, AUD CAD. Okay, let's do AUD CAD. Let's do AUD CAD because that's the other trade that I had this week that got stopped at break even on both entries. So let me explain this. What happened here? Oops. What did I do? Here we go. And why? Okay. So now I think, not I think, but it's almost certain that now we're going to have a pullback. Okay. So I guess one of the things that we need to realize is after looking at the market for so long, you realize some stuff. You know, when I take an entry after a retest, a wick retest, I know that most of the time there will be actually a real retest. What I mean by a real retest is actually candles coming up, retesting to continue down. Okay, not wicks. Most of the time it will. So now if you know this, you should take profit before this shit happened. And we'll come back to that. But remember this, okay? So now let's come back to why and how I took that trade. So first thing first, we know the time frame is bearish, right? So price was bullish, and once we close here under the support, trend switch bearish, right? So now we had the move down, and we got wick retest. We're gonna go check it out on the lower time frame to eventually countering down. So let's go check out the daily time frame. Cool. So we took two trades on that one. Okay, so that one was profit one. That was last week, I think. Was it last week or 2 weeks ago? I can't remember. 30. Yeah, I guess that was 2 weeks ago. So that one was a win. That's great. But I was looking now at continuation on that trade. You know, the same trade idea, just trend continuation. Can you say continuation in English? I guess so. And if not, blame it on the Frenchie. All right. So we finally, well, I mean, not finally, but we had the price coming down, and we got a small pullback, which is the retest of this major QP, which is also, I'm pretty sure that's, yeah, it's a daily area of interest also. All right, awesome. So when we establish that, you go down to the lower time frame, and now you wait for, where is it? Right here. Perfect. Here we go. So the thing I did, let me erase that so it's not confusing. Once we add this pull down right here, we flip, we were bearish, right? The only thing that was effy here is one thing that I don't like in this trade here was the fact that we didn't establish a lower low. And I think that was a little tricky here. Okay. So anyways, so long story short, price finally come down, boom, boom, boom. And if you look here, we finally, I mean, if you look on the lower time, actually, let me do the lower time frame. Sorry guys for the confusion. It's going to be easier on the lower time frame. Right here. Was it on the 30 or 1 hour? Let me just check. Okay. I think that was only 30 minutes. Was it? Boom, 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 boom. Was it on a 2 hour? Sorry, guys, I don't want to say stupid. Yeah, here we go. That was on a 2 hour. Okay, cool. Perfect. So, 2 hour. 2 hour time frame. I use the 2 hours sometimes because it's just cleaner. But it depends on like the thing that I always say is if it's not clean on the time frame you're looking, drop down one time frame or go up one time frame, one or the other. But find a clean time frame. You know, if you look at it and it's messy and you're not sure is that an elbow, is not an elbow, just drop down one time frame, okay, or go up one time frame, one or the other, okay. So if you look at this here, I mean, the 2 hour is bullish, right? So we finally boom, 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 here we become bearish here, bullish, bearish, bullish, and now we continue on the bullish trend, right? And once we broke here under that support, bam, we flip bearish. So I was like, all right, awesome. Let's wait for the pullback. We had a pullback, break, retest, engulfing candle, took the trade down. Okay, so that was it. Very simple. Okay, so now here comes the mistake. Okay, here comes the mistake. Ladies and gentlemen, let me, oh, wait a second. Before I say anything, I'm just looking at the screen and maybe my screen is defect because it only say 2 likes. I'm like, what the? Is my mic on? Like, test check, 1 2 1 2. Please, guys, smash that goddamn like button right now. You know? Damn, boys and girls, hopefully. I mean, we need more women in trading. So, guys, smash that like button with the elbow drop, man. God damn. Cheers. Okay, so, man, I can't believe it. Guys, it literally take 1 second with your finger. Like, click. That's it. Not asking for much. I'm not asking for money. I'm not asking for anything. I don't give a shit. I just want to reach the most people as I can to help the most people possible. I don't know if that sentence makes sense in English, but whatever. You know, it made sense in my head. Okay, so, ladies and gentlemen, let me introduce you the #1 enemy for any traders. You guys ready? Let's show some fire emoji in the chat. Let's see some fire emoji. Let's see some fire emoji before we talk about this. I'm getting Chris. When you get a second, can you comment on Bitcoin, please? Sure. you know me. Yeah, we'll talk about it. I'm British. We always, guys, I want to see some fire emoji in the chat, and we'll get going with that #1 mistake. I'm British. We always blame it on the French. Classic. I like before it start. You're the man. You're the fucking man, George. Ooh, what happened here? All right, cool. All right, all right. The fire emoji is starting, guys. Fire emoji, come on. So much free game on here. The least we can do is like the video. Thank you, man. Thank you, Faris. Very appreciate. All right, we got some fire emoji coming up. Let's go. All right, so, ladies and gentlemen, oh, we got some explosion coming up. I love that one. Damn, love it. All right, so #1 enemy. #1 enemy. Enemy #1 for any traders out there. French, British, American, wherever you are in the world, the human being is so bad, we're so bad. Because greed is our #1 enemy. Greed is it's just like greed is, oh shit, greed is heavy. Greed is horrible. Greed will tell you to make some stuff and you're going to do some stupid shit. You're going to be in massive profit and you'd be like, maybe I can get a little bit more, right? And suddenly, boom, profit's gone, Maybe I can grab 1 or 2 more pips. Let's go, No, don't do it, guys. Don't fucking do it. Greed is your enemy number one. Okay, so be very careful with that. Because this shit happened to me this week, and it's been a while. Like my friend here. Let me show you. My friend Magic Key here is really good for that. Because you can input your partial TP, your TP, you can do a lot of stuff with this. When I was scalping, this was my best friend because price goes fast, and I was going mostly like 1 to 1, 1.5 to 1. And the how I fix my greed is by setting those partial TPs and TP. Now this week, what I did is I placed my TP so far, and I'm like, I'll close it manually. Yeah, that was the worst idea ever. Okay. And I'll explain you why. Okay. I'll explain you why. And I think there's some comments, and I think people are agreeing with me right now. Rip 2K on the gold drawback 3 days ago. I'm so depressed. Yeah. You know, Larry, it's I know it's bad, it's brutal. It's like greed is, oh man, greed doesn't give a shit about you, doesn't give a shit about your profit, doesn't give a shit. So the best way, so yeah, greed and not wanting to take a loss. Yeah, it's just so bad. And I want to show you two great examples. Okay, two great examples so you guys can relate to that. And this was my own mistake. It's not the market. It's not stop. I can't believe people still think that there's stop loss hunts, by the banks. I'm like, come on, guys. When I hear those stories, it makes me laugh. It's like telling me that Santa Claus exists. Come on, guys. Bank doesn't give a shit about your $5 or your 500 or your your funding account. They don't give a shit. They're not hunting your stop loss. Okay. So, anyways, so that was just a little side note here. Cheers, guys. Okay, so now number one. Bilal's laughing. Are we having fun tonight? Are we having fun or what? I'm having fun. Okay, so first, let's look at this. Am I getting a win here? Like, did I actually did a win on this move down, which is the first part of the move? I already have a win, right? So I'm like, why did I wait it here like a dumbass? When price was actually coming down exactly where it was supposed to, right here on that wick. Okay, let me put this right here. So price went down right here. And this is a support here. This is a daily support. This is actually a daily area of interest. If you look at this. Look, this is the number one mistake that I did is I didn't look left. You always want to look left. And this is something I told Krish this week on live session. Look left. Look left. Look left to see what's going on. What's the traffic on the left side? If you go down the highway or not highway maybe, but a very busy street in your city, and you're like, hey, let's cross the street. Let's go like this and get a chance not to get hit. It's dumb, right? You're gonna look left, you're gonna look right, and if it's okay, you're gonna go, right? So trading is kind of the same shit. You're gonna look left to see what's going on to the left. Because if it's traffic there, you don't want to go there. Okay? So remember that. So if you look left here, look at this. Look at this level. You got resistance there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Like, I think it's a pretty solid level. So if I'm here, let's put this here just for fun. It was, oh shit, yeah, that's not good because I put my stop loss at break even. But if I remember correctly, it was a 2.21 to 1. Close this shit down. Just like, and again, I'm going to repeat something I always say. No one went broke securing profits. It is what it is. So I did the dumbest shit ever by not closing there, And of course, it's easy to say after the trade happened and, blah, 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 But the reality is, one of the reason also, the second reason why I didn't close was I was actually aiming for a certain goal. And that I think is a very, very bad idea, because now you're stretching the, I mean, not the luck, because hey, you're not stretching the luck because you make your own luck, right? Um, you're not stretching the luck, but I mean, you're stretching the trade idea. You're like, damn, it was exactly where it was supposed to go. So, thing that you can do to avoid that are two things. Either close at this daily area of interest, which is a pretty good idea, or number two idea, you close partials. But if you close partials, it you know, kind of play with your RR. So what I would personally do usually in those kind of situation, technically what I do is actually place a partial but very high partial. So I will say, like, to my trade, close 90% or 95%. And I will just leave a small runner to run. And this is just for pure satisfaction, just to see if it will hit my full TP. So by leaving 5%, yes, it will affect a little bit your RR, but not that much. Plus, you'll be able to experience and live like the moment of going to your TP, and and the next time you're able to take that data and say, hey, you know what? The 10 last time it actually played out perfectly. So this time, you know what? I'm not securing partials. I'm going to let play out. Okay, okay, that's good. But if it goes back to that price, you can place your TP there though. So to make sure that you're still securing the profit you were supposed to secure. Okay, so those are little ideas on how you can make sure you don't do that mistake. So hopefully that you guys taking, because this is like, it took me like so long to finally like use this kind of, I don't know, I wouldn't call that a strategy, but way to do it. Of course, this week I kind of fucked it up, but that's why I wanted to talk to you about. And if you look at GU, you'll see I did the exact same shit. Okay, look at this. This is beautiful. This is beautiful. Like, I cannot ask for a better example than this. Like, look at this. Look at this. Price went to, actually, let me grab this arrow right here. So price went straight down to this area where I was supposed to close, which is a daily support, which is, look at those wicks. Look at those wicks, how they got. Look left, Sasha. Hello, dum dum. So here, look at this. Also a problem. Let's go left further. Here, another resistance. It's crazy. Like, how the fuck did I didn't close there? And again, it's okay, because once, like, there's a good chance. Okay, let me show you this. This. So if price does this, and you're securing profits here, that's fine. Because there's a big chance, let's say you close here and price continue, there's a good chance that price might go to your full TP. But the good thing is price might go there and will come back here to eventually come down lower. So you'll be able to grab the trade again. So there's nothing wrong about securing the goddamn profits, secure the bag. Man, I'm getting excited. What's going on with me? So hopefully you guys getting value out of this. And if you do, please, God, smash that goddamn like button. So yeah, so this was the exact same mistake. And just for learning purposes, now I'm in drawdown. The other two trade I've closed at break even because I was in major profits. Like my my lot size was a little bigger. This one I was at low risk. This one I took that trade, and this one was 0.5%. So I'm 0.5% in. So that one I'm like, I'll get stuff. I'll get stuff. That's fine. But yeah, so I think that's a very, very good thing. And just for learning purposes, if I would have closed here, you see, it's a 2.32. It's not bad. Like, why the fuck did I didn't close there? Because I had specific goal, and of course my entry was smaller, so the amount of dollar was lower, which you should never look at. I did a noob mistake by looking at those numbers, and that was super retarded. So yeah. Anyways, so hopefully that makes sense. What time is it? 39. Oh, okay, okay. Man, I talked a lot tonight. Why is this? Okay, perfect. Let's go check if we got questions here. Man, all those are questions that I'm usually asking myself, trying to find a balance, not being too greedy and not leaving money on the table at the same time. So I'm super happy that that helped you. By the way, guys, if you think that this helped you, share this to your friends, share this into our Discord on your story. I'm just trying to help the most people as I can. Just again, I'm not selling anything. My course is out there, but it's closed. It's closed because I don't have time right now to take home students. So we'll come back to the course later on, maybe like in a year or two. But right now I just have no time for students, so I'm not selling anything. I don't give a shit. I'm doing this to give back. Okay. So would you take profits before 1-to-1 if you notice there's a strong area of interest to the left, even if you're not close to the previous structure point? I 1-to-1, yeah, maybe if I see like something crazy, yeah, but technically I would not take the trade if I don't have space for at least for 2-to-1. So that's the thing. Technically I would look left and make sure that I have room for 2-to-1 minimum. But yeah, if I see crazy stuff happening, whatever, let's say news coming in, well, not news, that's not a good example. Let's say, I don't know, let's say I see something that I didn't saw before my analysis, and I'm like, oh shit, fuck it, close it. What's nothing's wrong with securing profits, guys. Of course, on socials, if you post it and people are like, "Ooh, you only close on 1-to-1," fuck you. It's just like people sometimes just like fuck socials. Like people's like, "Oh, you're not sharing your profits." No, I'm not sharing my fucking profits. That's not of your own business. That's my business. Just like I don't give a shit about people. So that's why that's. It sounds harsh, but it's the reality. At the end of the day, you're not gonna be paying my invoices. You're not gonna be paying my shit. I'm doing my shit. So that's the thing, guys. Forget about what everybody thinks and just do your own thing. If you think securing 1-to-1 is good, just do it. Who cares? You what's better, securing 1-to-1 or securing drawdown? At the end of the day, that's it. You made money, so that's good. Of course, you want to most of the time you want to have a 2-to-1 minimum. But man, if shit happen and you're in a situation that, hey, you know what, this doesn't look good at all. I'm not certain. I took an early or late entry, blah blah blah. Close it. Close it. Don't forget Bitcoin. All right, we'll do. I answered that. Okay, cool. So, cheers, guys. Okay, so we talked about that one. So you guys got it. Hopefully, you guys got it. Okay, so what's next? So I think somebody asked about Euro GPP. Let's talk very quickly about GJ. GJ was my favorite scalping pair. I didn't scalp for a while, except for my dogtail setup. But now we create a new higher high here. Is that the weekly? Oh, so that has to stay here. Let's take a look at the daily. So if you look at the daily here, we actually did. Oh, I'm trying to grab that line. Here we go. So we just created a new higher high here on the daily. Look like we are retesting this daily area of interest. This is interesting. Um, so I guess next week it might have a great trade on GJ, but we're gonna have to wait for the 4 to come back up. So the best thing for GJ to happen will be, I'm just trying to, man, I don't like this shit here. So for me, this is not an elbow. This is not an elbow. So for GJ, the best thing would be something like this to come up, retest here, take the entry around this point. So that would be the best. But clearly, probably next week. 80 CAD right now. We are getting back on AUD. The only, yeah, okay. So AUD CAD all depends of this. Like tomorrow, if this closed bearish, this weekly candle closed bearish, that means this was a booby trap candle. But technically, after this, this is mostly indecision candle. You know, look at the wick, look at the wick down. They are cool indecision candle. So we'll see. But there's a good chance we're gonna have a pullback to the upside. So I'm gonna stay. I'm gonna move this to blue and put it down. EuroCAD. EuroCAD looking decent right now. If you look here, we have the pullback inside that weekly golden zone at this major QP right here, and mostly ready to push back up. And the thing is, last week we had that doji candle, so I was like, all right, this week we're gonna start pushing up, but it's kind of rangy right now. So if you look at the daily, daily right now is bullish. We close above that elbow right here, so we are bullish here on the daily. The 4 hour is bullish. Yes. So we are bullish here. Okay. What about 1 hour? 1 hour, 1 hour, 1 hour, 1 hour. Sorry for the yellow, but we are in the golden zone. So that's why. So here we were bullish from there to there, and now we switch bearish. So let me update this. H1 lower low, H1 lower high. Here we go. Perfect. So now we got to wait for the H1 to flip back bullish. And 30-minute, same shit. Yeah. So let me put that here. 30-minute bear. 30-minute bear. Guys, if you have any other trade idea or pair you want to look at, let me know. So that's for EuroCAD. And somebody asked for you. Was it Euro GPP? Fuck, I can't remember. Which one was it? Let's do Bitcoin very quick. For the people who ask about Euro GPP, I can't remember. So just maybe write it back. Was it Euro GPP? I can't remember. I'll go check back in the chat. But meanwhile, I'll go check BTC. George's been a follower for a while, so that's why he knows. So now, if you look at Bitcoin, goddamn Bitcoin. So look at this. Look at this. Look at this here. All right. So this didn't play out. That's good. Let's remove this. Perfect. Do you remember, George, when I called? Were you live? Like were you live in 21 when I actually called Bitcoin at 12K? Were you live like after this bearish candle that I called? Like I was like, we're going back down to retest, 12K. And everybody called me crazy. Every fucking buddy called me crazy. Everybody was pumping BTC at the highest level. Dumb people. And they were telling me I was crazy. And you know what? I mean, this shit actually, man, I was really close. Like, look at this shit. Phil was supposed to get a tattoo on his ass of my name if we were reaching 12K. We missed it by 4K. Dude, I wasn't far. I wasn't fucking far. Just like, God damn, That's close. So now, anyways, long story short, so George remember calling me at 20K and he thought I was crazy. And you see, man, he did it. I remember you calling it going to 20K and I thought you was crazy. guys, technicals don't fucking lie. That's the thing, and the main idea with that was really simple. It's the same thing, like crypto forex, same shit. It's a chart, right? So once you master one, I mean, you're able to do whatever you want. um and everything, like that move down, everything that we were calling was playing out so perfectly. It was just crazy, like crazy. I remember the first step was going to 40K. So once we broke 40K, I was like, all right, wait for the retest. We're going down to 20, and after 20, I said next step is 12. And I was like, holy shit, everything was playing down so well. So anyways, so now what's next for BTC? Let's see. Right now, the good thing though is 40K was a big ass level. So we broke it, we retested, and now push up. So I think next stop now is going to be around like 58, 60. Yeah. I think it's going back up now. Now we're probably going to be able to see a new higher high this year. So yeah, that's good. It's really good. Like same thing for Solana. Solana, like people told me I was crazy buying this at $9 and 12 and 14 and 13 and 12 and shit load over there, and this shit now is at 113. So yeah. Anyways, all right. So let's see. Why would you consider 4 hour bullish on EC? Let's check it out. EuroCAD 4 hour. The question more is why not? Because it's clearly bullish. So we're bullish here, bullish there, and now we're coming down here. So until we break this low, we're still bullish. This is not an elbow. This is ranging. This is not an elbow. Like doji, 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 just like you push that together. Those are for me right off candle. So you move those candles side by side, and you don't have an elbow. To have an elbow, you need price to. Oops, let me delete this. So like this is an elbow. This is an elbow. This is just like straight up. Make sense? So this is not an elbow. This is not an elbow. This is an elbow. This, you go over the top, it's an elbow. This under here, it's an elbow. Yeah, all those candles they're nothing. Oops. So hopefully that makes sense. Thank you. You're welcome, man. Just make sure you smash that like button. That's the only way you can thank me. Just smash that button, right? All right. I think it was Euro GBP, and let me see. Was it Euro GBP? I'm trying to find out. Oh, Euro GBP. That was it. Okay, let me check. What was the question? What do you think about the Ellen shoulder forming on daily on Euro GBP? Okay, let's go check. On the which time frame? Daily. Wait a second. I'm trying to see it. Yeah, for me, this is all bullshit. Just like those for me, like this is just a range. I mean, put this like this. You know, they all in that square. It's just a range. You got to fake out here to the upside. We come back in the range. You know, we got to fake out to the downside. We come back in that range. Yeah, nothing. Yeah, I don't. Yeah. Yeah, EuroCAD is Euro GPP is kind of disgusting right now. Like I would stay far, far away. You know, look at this. Look at this. Like look at how many we touch that level. If we do come down here, break retest that level, that might be interesting because you got clean traffic to the left here to 84 major QP right here, so that's fine. But until we break this level, fuck this shit. I'm not staying far, far away. You know, it's been so long since Euro GPP wasn't nice that I actually don't even have any lines for it. Just to give you an idea, it should be like down here. So yeah, any other pairs, guys? Let's see. That shoulder. That's a shoulder. That's a shoulder. Oh shit. I missed that comment. I don't know where we went. Where we were. Sorry. But when I see candles side by side, for me, there are no shoulders. But again, this is just my vision of the thing. That's because every time I did take those trades when it was kind of effy shoulder, I lost the trade. So now I'm like, fuck it. There's so many pairs out there that I'm waiting for the clean shoulders. Oops, forgot that. On Bitcoin, my brother-in-law was buying 25 euros every week when it was down at 20 to 30K. Oh, that's good. That's good. Yeah, I know a couple people that did that. I was never really a BTC fan, so I really never got involved in Bitcoin, to be honest. The only time I bought Bitcoins it was for transactions, and that's about it. I never really liked Bitcoin's technology. Like for me, Solana is so much fucking better. Like faster, cheaper. Like it's actually faster than Visa. Like you do a transaction on Solana, it's instant. It instantly in your wallet. Plus, it costs a fraction of the price. It costs like fraction of a cent. You know, it's crazy. You know, Solana is the best shit out there. I mean, not an elbow and oh, okay, perfect. Okay, yeah, my brother-in-law was one of those people that was buying it at 30K too. Yeah, here we go, man. That's good. That's awesome. But he's profiting right now, so that's beautiful. All right, guys. This was a very very fun show tonight. We had some good interaction. I really like that. So hopefully, man, we can have another great one next Thursday. So make sure to tune in. And next Tuesday morning, we're going live around 7:30 a.m. So make sure to tune in. We're gonna go live once again for a live session. We didn't have a lot of time to do trade ideas because we talked about different subjects. But make sure to tune in on Tuesday morning. We'll go over all the trade idea for next week. All right, guys. So thank you again. Have a great night. Trade safe. Don't do anything stupid. Take care. Cheers.